Hi, my name is Judy Onstead, and I want to tell you a story around my book that I've written with 3 colleagues called People Skills Handbook, Action Tips to Improving Your Emotional Intelligence. Well, I was out in my front yard about a month ago, and I was watering plants and picking a few weeds, and a neighbor of mine walked by with his dog Benny. And so we stopped to chat, and David said that what a beautiful day it was, and he was enjoying his walk. And then he shared with me that he and his wife were having some problems. And I said, well, David, one thing you might want to consider is taking a look at some of the competencies in my book, People Skills Handbook. One of them is called generous listening, and I think that could be very helpful for you. Generous listening is about attending to the other person, not only the words they say, but the meaning behind what they're saying. And a behavior you could practice would be to ask some open-ended questions of your wife, really attend to her, notice her nonverbals, and see if you can confirm what you hear her saying. Another skill, people skill, that I think could balance that and be useful to you is authenticity. And authenticity is really about being yourself, being open and honest, and sharing about what you're thinking and feeling. A behavior that you could practice with your wife would be to share with her something that's important to you. It could be an event during the day, or it could be just some thoughts you have. And tell her about how you're feeling and your thoughts about whatever that event or that situation is. So when I shared these with David, he said, that really makes sense, and I'd like to try them with my wife, but I don't feel real comfortable doing that. So I thought a moment, and I said, well, David, you're out walking Benny. How about if you practice with Benny? You could talk to him as you walk along. And he said, great idea. And so he walked off talking to Benny, and it looked like the two of them were having a good time. Well, I didn't see him for a while, and about 3 weeks ago, I noticed him out walking his dog, and I was again out getting my mail or watering my flowers. And he stopped, and I said, well, David, how's it going? How did the people skills practice go? And he said, well, there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is that, or the bad news is that my wife has decided to leave me. I think we're just too far down that road. But the good news is that Benny and I have an extraordinary relationship. So if you're interested in practicing any of your 54 people skills that can help you have an extraordinary relationship, not just with your dog, but with neighbors and friends and especially colleagues at work, check out our website, peopleskillshandbook.com, where you can take a look at the list of 54 people skills competencies that can help you be effective. Or you can order the book there or order it at Amazon. Thanks for your interest.